Okay, on to the next track in Khoza's Nocturnal Harmony series, man, by Khoza Rage. This one over here is Hua Chenyu, Why Nobody Fights. I'm not entirely sure if we haven't reacted to this before, but this apparently is the concert version. I know there's a music video version as well. I think we're going to do the concert version because I see it's a fan cam. Let's do that, and then we'll do the actual music video one after that. It's also part of the series and it will follow this one immediately. For those of you who want to find out more about the custom series, link is in the pinned comment. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got.
感谢，
I've always loved Hua Chenyu's demeanor on stage. He really just is himself. Like, he'll sit on a speaker, he'll drink some water, he'll talk to his fans like he'd have like a normal conversation with his fans. Not like he's trying to put on something, right? He'll just sit down and just normally just chat to his fans and tell a story or something like that. You know, he's very laid back, nonchalant demeanor. And when I say nonchalant, as if he doesn't care, but it's just like, he is who he is. He's himself. I love that.
也谢谢你们这5年来还在我的国。接下来这首歌是我最期待的一首歌，是我专门为
The one I wrote specifically for concerts.
演唱会写的歌，是我出道以来我发的第一首歌，也是我自己亲自写的。唯一的一首不仅仅是作曲还作词的歌。
I composed the melody and the lyrics too.
虽然只有一句歌词。
Even though there's only one line.
你们只能夸我，快夸我。
You can only praise me. Quick, praise me, quick. That's what he said. He's like, of course I'm great. I know that. You know what I mean?
那我昨天已经听了你们唱了一次，从我这个视角看，完美，真的非常的震撼。你们也非常的美。今天有很多新来的朋友，让我好好的看看你们。
Let's go. came to the bird's nest, him and his Martians, right? So it's basically I've arrived, I built this nest, and I came to the bird's nest, and I brought my Martians with me. Fire, which is obviously his fan base, for those of you who don't know. I love how grateful he is for all of his fans. He's got so much gratitude and warmth towards his fans. It's beautiful to see. Let's sing a song.
要完成演唱会的歌。
I never thought just one line, one lyric will actually give me such goosebumps, right? It's just literally going straight through my body. Do you know why? Because, like I told you, Hua Chenyu is so different, man. The way he delivers the one line is what's so crazy, because there's complexity to it. There's so many different layers to that exact question, and it can be asked in so many different ways, right? It can be asked in like a very defeatist way, like this is why nobody fights. You know what I mean? Or it can be asked in like, why does nobody fight? Why doesn't anybody fight? Why doesn't anybody fight this? Right? Or it can be asked like, this is why nobody fights. Do you know what I mean? It's because no one's going to sort of cross him. You know what I mean? So it can be aggressive, it can be subtle, it can be defeatist. There's so many different ways, there's so many different complexities to that exact question, because when you're actually thinking about it in your own psyche, when you're actually down and out, right, you can look at that in many different ways. That's my interpretation, at least. It can also not be a question, it could also be a statement. Also in many different ways, right? This is why nobody fights. Nobody fights because of this. No, it's a statement and a question at the same time. Beautiful. And the more you sing it, the more you want to think on it, which is crazy. That's what I told you. He's so different. Like, he's like weird, and people would literally sometimes they would look at it and they wouldn't see the complexity. This guy's layers deep, right? But he's layers deep in like the emotion and delivery. And sometimes you think, oh, but those lyrics aren't like, yeah, but he'll take those lyrics and he will try and mold them into who he is as a person. He'll try and mold them into his psyche, right? And then deliver them in his emotional way, right? That has got so many depths, which is, it's insane. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it correctly, but anyway. see what I'm talking about? The layering of this over here. Sorry, I know I'm pausing, and I'll try not to pause it too much after this. But do you see what I'm talking about? The layering. Every time he says that line, if he delivers it differently, it can mean something different to you. It can mean something different in your interpretation and in where you are in your own life and how that line resonates with you. How he sings it, how the crowd sings it is completely very different. Why the crowd sings it is completely different. Why he sings it with the crowd is completely different. When he goes up in that pitch while the crowd is singing it, normally is completely different. This has many different layers, even though it's only one line, right? Because it'll hit in different points for different people. I don't know. That's just my own interpretation, but it's beautiful. See how he goes from asking the question. I apologize, I know I'm pausing again, but again, you see how he goes from asking the question, where something is just like, it's all kind of out of intrigue and curiosity, right? To then kind of making a statement, to then going into the anguish of it in terms of why does nobody fight? Why doesn't anybody go against something that is like harming their lives or suppressing their lives, or why nobody fights for themselves? It's this whole song is based on his delivery, even though it's one line. The delivery is the complexity of the song. Anyway, that is that. Let's go. Look at the energy that this man has created with just one line. Look at that. Listen to how he just sits there and takes it in. He's like, this is what it is. I put this out there, right? And listen to the feedback from the universe. Listen to the energy he gets back from one line. How many artists can do that with one line? This is what makes him so impressive. Just taking it in, man. Wow. It's crazy. Him just sitting there taking it in says so much more than you think. It's actually crazy. You see, you can't give this kind of thing to like a philosophical head like myself. Do you know what I mean? Like literally him just sitting there taking it in, that same line, that same reinforcement of that line, right, is just so many layers deep. Come on, man. And then it's almost like he'll sit there and contemplate further on it. He won't say anything. He'll just hear that back. He created the song. He composed the song, put it out into the world, and now the world's giving him the feedback. And while the world's giving him the feedback, he gets to sort of like introspect in the song even further in that moment and what that means, right? It literally is just a gateway. It opens it up to many different layers of thought. I know it's weird, but I get what he's trying to do here. Just happy being in that moment. Bye-bye. Where is he? Might as well listen to it, hear it out. That's basically it. I don't know if they screaming encore, whatever it is, but that is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful piece of music, even though it is one lyric. It's crazy to think that that has more than you think it has, right? At least for me. I don't know. Maybe for others, but for me, I think that's absolutely beautiful. Now I'm very intrigued to see the actual music video. I want to see if it hits differently. I want to see how he delivers in the music video. So I'll catch you on the very next one with the actual music video of this particular song. Love you all. Please stay safe, be healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.